Because when this boat is moving, it's pulled by mules. And, oh yes, I worked with it for 6 years. So,
I bet he's gonna come too.
certainly can. But yeah, the mules walk slow. They only pull us at 4 miles an hour. That's because the speed limit on the canal
What
is
the little boy
5
say?
miles.
He said, "Are you
Keep us
sure?"
under the speed limit so we
That's
don't get
cute.
a ticket.
He didn't believe it. It didn't.
Yeah, I get it, Mom.
Oh, people ride the boat all the time when the boat is running. This year we can't run the boat.
Why?
Well, we don't have mules. Next year we'll have mules. We'll be able to run the boat.
Mom, we need to come back next year. Okay.
So this is, hi, welcome aboard. This is a replica canal boat from, of one type of boat from the time that the canal was in operation. Now from Providence to Toledo, this section opened in 1840. So from 1840 to 1913, boats were moving on this canal and through that lock up there. And this is one of the kinds of boats that would have been on the boat, or on the canal. There were 3 types of boats, basically. One of them was a passenger boat. If you see a picture of a boat that was fully enclosed, that was a passenger boat, holding packets. And then there were freight boats. They usually had a cabin in the back, and all the rest of it up in the front was flat. That's so they could stack cargo on. This boat is a combination of the two. It's a passenger and a freight boat. And this boat was 20 feet shorter than a canal boat would have been back then. Those boats would have been 80 feet long and 14 feet wide. Our boat is only 60 feet long and 14 feet wide. The reason the boats were that size is because the lock up there, and all the locks on the canal, were 90 feet long and 50 feet wide. So if you got bigger than 80 feet, you might have trouble closing the doors. And so these cabins are the same size as the cabins would have been on one of those boats back then. That extra 20 feet, most of that would have been in the center. So the cabins were for passengers, the center of the boat and below deck were for cargo. With stacked barrels right up to the very top here, and barrels and crates, luggage that the passengers had. Down below, they would put things down there too. If they had loose cargo like gravel or coal or grain, they would put that in the hold underneath here and haul it that way. If they didn't have anything like that, they would put barrels and crates down there too. And they would use every available space for cargo because that's where they made the most money. People who rode the boats, they paid 3 cents a mile for the privilege. And for that 3 cents, they got 2 meals a day, they got their breakfast and supper, and they got a place to sleep. And they're told a quarter or a half cent a mile also came out of that. The captain paid that out of their passage. Now, beds, place to sleep. Now this is comfort. You stow beds away, usually on the deck, in the daytime. Then at night, bring those beds out, they'd hang them from the ceiling. They would drop down. There'd be 5 in a row. They're 1.5 feet wide, 5 feet long, depending on the comfort. Yes.
Were they kind of like hammocks?
They were kind of a cross between a hammock and a bunk bed.
Yeah.
So they would hang them down here, they'd attach them to the floor at the bottom so that they didn't sway too much. And then they'd hang here, here, and here, and then over there. Three across over there, and they do the same in the back. Now, ladies are usually sleeping in front. It's quiet up here, and sometimes you got breeze.